Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and I'm glad to be here. And I hope you're glad to be here too. Now, have you ever seen a comic in like a quarter box or a 50-cent box or maybe a dollar box that you kind of wanted to add to your collection, but it had a problem? It had a sticker, or in this case, two stickers on it. This happens to me a lot. And matter of fact, this is one of the issues it's happened to me with. So let's see what we can do to remedy that situation. Now, to do this, we're going to need some equipment. First thing we're going to need is the comic book, and I have it on a mat here. And then I'm going to use this old board, and you might recognize this from my staple video. And I put it in an old poly bag that I'm not using, that I should have thrown away, but I had it laying around. And that's going to go right in there, like that. And what else do we need? Well, we're going to need some of this, but I have it in a smaller bottle to make it easier to use. Next, I'm going to need some of these cotton rounds. I'm going to need my sticker removal tool. Set that right there. And oh, there's something else. What else was it? Oh yes. I'm working with chemicals. I'm going to use some nitrile gloves. That should make somebody happy. I don't know who. And we're going to zoom in on the sticker. Way in. There we go. This is about as close as I can get with the way my camera is set up currently. And what we're going to do, first off, I'll put the gloves on. Probably the most important step. Not really. Then I'm going to take a cotton round, or several cotton rounds out. There's one more thing I need, and that's a paper towel. And I'll pick that up in a little while. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this cotton round, and we're going to soak it down. Put lighter fluid on it. And I'm being generous with it, and I'm going to set it on there. Use my sticker tool. And now I'm going to let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I'll go get the paper towel I need. Well, it's only been about 10 minutes, but since I have plastic under here, and it's not just a backing board like I usually use, I'm going to go ahead and take this off and see if it's damp enough for us to get that sticker off. I'm going to start with the upper sticker, and it's just coming off real smooth so far. Yeah, that came off really easy. And let's set it over here. And now we'll try for the lower one. We might need to soak it a little longer for that one. I'm trying to keep my working space right in the center of the camera for a change, instead of pulling it off like I usually end up doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to soak that a little longer. So we're going to set this back on here. And I'm going to put a little more on there. I have both of my doors open, my kitchen door and the door to this room open so that I have plenty of through ventilation for those that might be concerned of such a thing. And you should always work, when you're using chemicals, always make sure you have good ventilation. So yeah, we're going to wait for a few more minutes and see how it goes. Now this time it's only been about 5 minutes, but I mean, we had quite a bit on there already, so we're going to give it a try. See if we can't get this to come up. Now the paper is soaked, so it's going to be very, very delicate. And here we go. It appears to be coming off. And we've got that off. Now, the problem is there's still some gum on here from where the tags were. And we need to get that off. And one way to do it is to just take the same thing and just gently go over it. Towards the edge. Normally I do this under a magnifying lens, and I have one right here. It's a little dirty, but at least it will give me a chance to see what we've got, and I've got a lot of sticky on there. This is where I'm going to use my paper towel and see if I can't wipe some of that off, maybe blot some of it off. The idea is to try to get as much of that gum off as possible. I might have to wipe it. Yeah, I can see where it is now. There's some right here. Yeah, we're going to have to... And I'm sure you can see where some of the cotton has come up from this pad. It takes a lot of patience and time. But if you do it gently and carefully, it will come off. Now some of the inks on the more modern books will actually come up with this, so you have to test it. This book is from the 90s, and the inks on that is pretty solid when it comes to this stuff. I still have a lot on there that I can see. Got most of it off now, though. Yeah, just some right in here now. Most of what was over in here, it looks like it's off. No, there's still some there. What I'm doing is I'm just moving all of that gum that sticky to the edge of the comic. And a little tiny bit of the ink is coming off, but that's okay. And I'm just going to keep repeating this until I get it all off. And what I do, I'm going to put another one down here, fresh one, and I'm just going to soak it in there. And now we're going to let that sit. Let me talk to you for a couple of minutes about something that's happening this weekend. Actually, it's happening on Friday. On March 8th, 2024, Horizon Pix is having on his channel his 150th Friday evening claim sale and auction. Now, this is for comic books mostly, but they also sell teas and toys and just we offer all kinds of stuff. And the reason I say we is because I've been there for 149 of his sales. It's a good thing. We have a lot of fun there. We enjoy it. Now, I do normally multi-stream his sale. I'll stream it on his channel while he's having it on his. This week, however, I will not be doing that. The only way you can see this live is to go to his channel, and I'll have a link to that at the end of this video. It'll have a little block with it. In the meantime, let's take a look at this slide that he gave me, and yeah, see you there. Okay, here we go again. Let's see what we've got. A lot of it's coming off. Alright, I think that's good. What we're going to do now is we're going to prop that up and let that dry. And that's going to take about 30 or 40 minutes, possibly longer, and then I'll go over it with a with one of my dry cleaning sponges, and that should take the rest of it off. So we'll be back in a little bit and finish this off. And that's a tool I forgot to mention. Okay, you can see where the gummy part of it was. It's not sticky anymore. But I still want to try to get that off if I can. I'm going to try using this. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. It's taking some of it and moving it around some. I might actually end up having to either just accept it for what it is, like that, or maybe try moving it with the... this is soaked again in the lighter fluid. I was hoping to be able to take the gloves off. I think that's got the majority of it, but you can still see where, you can still see this square here where it was. I don't think that's going to come off. I think that's going to be a permanent stain. I'm going to let it dry again, and I'll try this one more time, and if it doesn't come off, I'm going to be done. I can't do a whole lot with it, since I will not be using any more of the lighter fluid. I'm going to go ahead and clean those up, get rid of them, and then I can take off the gloves as well, because I want to get something to eat, and I don't want to wear these while I'm getting something to eat. So we're going to let that sit and dry again. Well, it's nice. It's mostly dry. It's not completely 100% dry, but I think it's good enough for right now. I'm not going to do anything else to it because I will be removing some color if I do. As far as liquids go, I am going to try this a little bit again, see if any of that comes off. And no, it's actually stained the paper. There's no way I'm going to get that rest of that off. Still, even with that, I think it looks better. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of fading here where a little bit of the color came off, but overall I would rather have it like this than have that garish yellow label on there. And in this case it had 2 labels on there. Normally if it has 1 label you can get the whole thing off without a whole lot of trouble. This having 2 labels, it was just too much. So let's jump back over to me and we'll close this out.
There you go. So, is it perfect? No. Does it look better? I think so. I'll let you be the judge, though. I did end up with a small stain right here that was unexpected. I've never had that happen before. And that might be because I just left it on there too long. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out, and this will be another one that goes in my collection. Hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, maybe you don't care. I don't know. But if you did enjoy it, make sure you recommend it to a friend, or if you have somebody that has a problem getting a sticker off of a comic, you might recommend that to them. Recommend the video to them. And in the meantime, we'll see you on Wednesday on my next video. Make sure you have a great week and stay safe. Bye.